One of the great stories in the book is about Arshay Cooper. He was raised in the midst of the gangs in Chicago. He had to walk to school through 3 or 4 different gang territories, and he often got chased and he got beat up, and he had to step over bodies and over pools of blood. He had to make sure he didn't wear his hat the wrong way or wear the wrong colors. But he never did join a gang. I don't understand it, but he stayed out of the gangs. And one day at high school, there was a man and a woman there with a large boat, one of these rowing, sculling boats, and they were trying to create a rowing team at his high school, which was one of the most violent high schools in the country. He was not at all interested, but he was talked into it, and so he ended up in this boat with different gang members. And what they quickly learned was that they were more similar than they were different. They'd all been through trauma. They joined gangs mostly because they needed a family, they needed friendship, and they needed protection. And they learned that they had to row together or they didn't get back to the shore. They had to row together to win races, and they became very, very good friends. And they realized that the negative perceptions they had of each other were from things they'd heard about each other, not from any actual experiences. And when they actually had experiences together, they started really liking each other. So Arshay's thinking, hey, if we can get rival gangs together to like each other, I bet we can get cops, white police officers from the Chicago Police Department in these boats with us, and we can learn to like them the same way that we've learned to like each other. And they actually did that, and he has a beautiful movie called A Most Beautiful Thing about how they got the police officers to join their team and start rowing together. And Arshay concludes that it's really easy to hate from a distance when we don't know people, but it's a lot harder to hate up close. And the only way to appreciate others is we have to spend time with them. We have to do projects together. We have to have challenges together, like rowing together in a rowboat. And so the more we get to know people, the more we see that we're more similar than we are different, and the more relationships we have, and the more relationships we have, the happier we are in life. If you want to hear more amazing stories of people who have changed their lives, check out our book, One People, One Planet, and our course, which is on our website.